up waiting, so I thought I would just be prepared. I brought you guys to a beautiful park today. It's just really nice weather. Probably not cold for many people, but still cold for me. I get goosebumps at 78 degrees, so I warmer than that, and then I'm good without a coat. But yeah, not until it's really truly summer do I get to ever show what shirt I'm wearing. So I am just walking along a trail, hoping to find a bench that isn't in direct sunlight, so I'm not squinting the whole time. I think I see one up here. And which reminds me, I don't think I've covered tapping if you wear glasses, which it's not a huge difference, but just a little bit of insight, and I'll share that when it gets to be. Oh, hi! Hello! People are coming in. I'm walking and talking. We'll see how good I am at that. We're not going to walk the whole time. I'm just starting a few minutes early, letting people arrive, looking for a good spot to settle in. I've got two options. I'm considering my choices. That is a metal bench. I will skip it because that will be cold. I think this one up here, it's a picnic table. I just have you guys out at a park today. It's just so pretty. I wanted to give you some nature. I don't know if you have that opportunity with where you are, so I thought I would share what I have. It looks like this bench is also metal, but that's okay, I'll take it. Okay. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you for taking time to be here with me. Let's see if I can use my purse on this table to pick up my phone. Ah, there we go. All right. Hi. Okay, how much longer until, okay, 3 more minutes. I don't want to start the tapping until it's actually time. So we'll hang on for just another few minutes. So if you need to run to the bathroom, grab some water. I forgot my water in my car. All right, well, here we go anyway. Yeah, so if you need to run to the bathroom, grab a drink of water, get yourself really comfy and cozy so you can just allow yourself to fully focus in on how we're tapping today and where we're tapping and what we're tapping on. I do want to share also my favorite tapping spot. It's different than the main ones. So the tapping spots that are used are fantastic, but what's not so well known is that they are acupoints, of which there are hundreds on the body. So you have many, many other options that you can use in a situation where you're wanting to be discreet. Well, if you look into traditional Chinese medicine and you read into what the different acupoints are, because it's the same points that are used for acupressure or acupressure as well. But I specifically was trying to say with the needles. There are very specific benefits for each point. So, like for instance, my favorite point is connected to triple warmer, which governs part of the parasympathetic system, the fight or flight response. So I don't know if I've shared this with you guys, but I'm an introvert. So doing things like this, I still get nervous about. So it helps me to tap there when I get a little bit nervous about being in front of people. I love being in front of people. I love the connection. But yeah, sometimes I still need to tap on it. So you can see I've got my tapping guides today. I used a makeup stamp, so this hopefully they won't smudge or they're not going to fall off like the rhinestones did. I even stamped my hair to try and do the crown spot. I think it kind of worked. Yeah, it's just so that anyone new who doesn't know the spots, you could see where to tap. So, all right, I think we are close enough to getting started. If there's something specific that you want to tap on, please go ahead and put it below. Before we get going, I am going to share with you the two things that I've mentioned, which is how to tap when you wear glasses and what my favorite tapping spot is. So this spot right here is bladder meridian, and it's the beginning of bladder meridian. So that's typically just right on the eye bone. But if you wear glasses, even small glasses, that tends to be right about where they sit. So that can be irritating. And if you rely on your glasses to see instead of just read, then it'll be like, well, what do I choose? Or I can see or can I tap? One option is you can just skip the tapping spot. It's fine. But if you want to tap on stomach meridian, stomach 2 is just a little bit further down. So kind of the middle to the top of your cheeks. Yours may not be as quite as robust as mine, but about, how would I describe that? Right over the edge of that bone right there. So on here, you're on the top of it. If you go right to the bottom of it, that's where stomach 2 is. And so that'll keep you clear of your glasses if you're wanting to tap on that meridian but not take your glasses off. Now, my favorite tapping spot that I use, it's not one of the original ones, is the easiest way to describe it is level with the jaw. So with this back corner of your jawbone and then behind the ear. So you want to get behind your earlobe, or just kind of, you can put all your fingertips together and you'll get it. And just lightly tap. You do not want to bang on the side of your neck. You can lightly tap there, and that is on triple warmer meridian, which helps with the governing of the fight or flight system. So if you're feeling really anxious, unsafe, and you're not needing to feel unsafe, then that's a really great place to tap. Okay, so I'm going to look at the comments and let's see here what we've got. Okay. Hello, Sunshine Free. The Sunshine Fee. I thought that said free for a second. So finding a new career. Okay, no clue what your next step is. I feel ya on that. Even though I am not looking at a new career, there are so many times where I feel the same about not sure what my next step is, and then feeling too old to start new. I see why that's feeling tough for you. Those are 3 separate beliefs that I would tap on. So let's go ahead, and you're without a job currently. Okay, that puts more pressure on it. And Zaid, I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm trying. I see you with health issues. And Christina, tapping on peace and muscle pain. Okay, we're going to get started. We'll start with no clue what the next step is, because honestly, I think that could go along with what everybody's commented on. So let me get rid of those. Okay. We're going to take a second to just breathe. So take a deep breath in, as deep as you can. That's comfortable. And blow out. And blow, so you're like flexing your lungs. I'm going to do that 2 more times. Breathe in. And out. And one last time, breathe in. And out. Now find the tapping spot on the side of your hand. Just begin to gently tap. And wherever your mind is right now, tell yourself it's okay. If I'm not 100% present for this tap, it's okay. If I'm distracted by something in my surroundings or distracted by something in my mind, it's okay. It's okay. Even though I may be a little distracted right now, I choose to deeply and completely accept myself. We're going to start tapping on, I don't know what my next step is. I don't know what my next step is. I'm unsure what to do. I'm feeling pressure to figure it out. Even though right now I don't know what my next step is, I choose to deeply and completely accept myself. I don't know my next step. Accept myself anyway. I have no idea what to do. Accept myself anyway. I feel so much pressure to figure it out right now. Finding a way to accept myself anyway. Accepting where I am, even if it's not where I want to be. Accepting where I am, even if I don't want to stay here. I don't know my next big step. I don't have an answer. But I wonder if I know my next little step. Maybe the reason I feel like I don't know what to do next is because I'm trying to take too big of a leap. Maybe I'm trying to solve it all in one fell swoop. Well, that would be really great if that could happen and I could just be done. Maybe, just maybe, I can take it in smaller steps. Start to feel like I've got some movement. So if I were going to accomplish this goal, this change that I'm trying to figure out, what would 2% look like? What would 2% of this figured out look like? If it's figuring out a new job, maybe I make a list of things that I enjoy. Make a list of things that I'm good at. But that's not very much. It's too little. It's a beginning. And it gets me going. I can do this. I can't do this. Maybe I can do this if I allow myself the freedom to see different options. Figuring it out. One step at a time. One tiny step at a time. Steps that feel good to me. Steps that feel good while I'm taking them. And as I figure out and take these little steps, I choose to continue to deeply and completely accept myself. Okay, I'm going to put my hands over my heart for that one and breathe in. Go back to the chat. Okay. I see peace and muscle pain, still health issues, neurological side effects from vaccine. Okay, getting unstuck. Okay, so let's go for health issues since I'm seeing a strong pattern of that right now, okay? Let's get recentered. Again, tapping. My health issues. I'm really struggling with my health. I want to be healthy. I don't feel like it's possible. Sometimes I think maybe it's possible. But most of the time, deep down, I'm just unsure. Health problems. My health problems. I don't get to be healthy. Not getting to be healthy makes me feel a certain way. I feel that feeling in my body. So take a moment and think about where you feel that in your body. Where do you feel this feeling? It can be multiple feelings, it can be multiple places. Just give yourself a moment to zero in on that. These feelings in my body. These feelings about my body. Even though I have these pretty negative feelings about my body, I choose to deeply and completely accept myself. Hell no, I don't accept this. Absolutely not. I refuse to accept this. How can I say I accept something that I believe to my core is completely unacceptable? My health problems. Completely unacceptable. These feelings. These feelings in my body. These health problems in my body. So what can I do? What can I do if I can't get better and I don't accept the way I feel? How do I let go of these feelings? Well, I don't feel this way about all of my body, just the things that are happening. I wonder how I would feel if I focused on what is working right. I wonder how I would feel about my body if I felt gratitude for what is okay. So let's give that a shot for a minute. I'll say some things, you add in your own. I can walk. I can see. I can speak. I can hear. I can taste delicious foods. I can laugh. I can feel love. Okay. So I found things that I feel grateful about too. It doesn't resolve these issues that I'm going through right now. But it did make me feel a little bit better. Maybe while I'm trying to figure these things out, if I spent equal amounts of time feeling grateful for the things that work as I do trying to figure out what isn't working right now. Maybe that would help me in my journey of looking for my health. This journey I'm on for my health. Acknowledging what isn't working, but also acknowledging what is. And I can choose to deeply and completely accept that. Okay, let's take a breath in. Okay, let's go back to the chat. Oh, you guys are so welcome. Thank you for your thank yous. Okay, burnout and trying to not feel your feelings. That sounds an awful lot like overwhelm. So, Patricia, let me know if that was specific enough to help you feel more calm. If not, then we can tap at it from a different angle. I'm going to go on to burnout and trying to not feel feelings. So let's do that for a little bit. Okay. Yeah, anyone else experience burnout? I tend to run pretty hard, so I experience burnout fairly often. I don't balance myself very well. Okay. I am burned out. I'm so burned out. I just don't even care anymore. When I feel like I might start to care, I try so hard not to. I don't want to. I don't want to care anymore. I'm burned out. Even though right now I'm in this space of deeply being burned out, I choose to deeply and completely accept myself. Burned out. Wanting to stay shut down. Not wanting to feel right now. Wanting to protect myself from these feelings. I accept the parts of me that are burned out. I accept and acknowledge the parts of me that just want to be numb. This burnout, this numbness, acknowledging and accepting where I am. You know, I really feel like I've got a good reason to be here. But I also feel like I'm supposed to believe that this is wrong. That feeling this way is bad. I wonder, is that completely true? Maybe if I were to stay here for years and years, the rest of my life, I can see how being numb wouldn't be good for that. But maybe right now this is serving me in some way. I wonder how this could be a positive in my life. Well, another word for what I think I'm feeling could be dissociating. But that tends to sound negative too. Negative emotions all around me. Negative if I do, negative if I don't. But what if dissociating was something that our brains do deliberately? What if Amanda was telling me right now that dissociation can be very wise? That dissociation is a way for our brains and our bodies to handle something that is overwhelming to go through. What if I looked at this as a resource? How could my burnout and my numbness be a resource? I wonder, how could this numbness and this burnout be a resource? So go ahead and ask yourself that. And think for just a moment. What happens when I reach this place? I get quiet. Maybe I go more inwards. I don't do certain things. I finally draw a boundary, even if it's a boundary that may not be the best for me because I had to reach this place to find it, but my burnout as a resource. My burnout as a message. I can go with that and see if I figure out a way to not get here again. Maybe from this space, I can figure out something to incorporate before I have to be here to realize it. And whether or not I am in this place of feeling burned out, I can show up for myself and at least be curious and ask myself, what's the message? What's the message of being here? And as I listen for that message, I can deeply and completely accept myself. I can do my best to deeply and completely accept myself. Okay, so let's breathe that in. I'm going to stretch my arms after that, so I'm going to take another breath and stretch my arms up. Oh, that feels good. Okay. Go back to the chat. Oh, yes, these are not tattoos. They're just makeup stamps. Okay, so Patricia still feeling very concerned about symptoms. Okay, so let's tap a little bit on fear of the unknown. Okay, so let's go there next. Sometimes when I'm stepping into a place and feels like, man, I'm tapping on a lot of different things all at once, I shake loose. I'll shake my hands like this. It's there. You can kind of see my arms going. It's not showing up too much in my shoulders where you can see. Yeah, that kind of helps get me set for the next thing. Okay. I'm afraid. Right now I have a lot of fear. When I feel this fear, I feel it in my body. So take just a moment and recognize where that is. For me, it's in my lower gut. It's just all in there. Right now, when I feel it, it feels like, for me personally, like a balloon, like there's an expanded balloon in there. It's taking up space that doesn't exist. It's like pushing things aside because there's really no room for it, but it's taking up that space anyway. It's really uncomfortable. It looks like a blue balloon to me. What does yours look like? When you think of fear, where does that show up in your body, and what does it look like? What does it feel like? Does it have a texture? What type of a substance is it? Even though I feel this fear and I feel it in my body in this way, I'm gonna do my best to deeply and completely accept myself anyway. Even though this fear is very present for me right now, I still choose to deeply and completely accept myself. Even though this fear is very present, I can also choose to still deeply and completely accept myself. This fear in my body, and think of the description that you have for it. This blue balloon of fear in my abdomen. This blue balloon of fear in my body. Okay, now I'm going to take you to my favorite tapping spot. Just round up your fingertips like this. Very gently tap, just right behind and under your earlobe. So right there. This is a great place to tap for fear. Even though I feel this fear in my body, I am determined to deeply and completely accept myself anyway. As I think about this fear, now I'm getting curious. What is it doing there? I mean, I know why I'm afraid. Trying to shift my camera so the sun isn't glaring for you. I'm aware of the reasons why I feel like it's valid for me to be afraid. But do I need it? Needing this fear. Needing this fear in my body. Well, maybe if I let it go, I suddenly won't be concerned anymore. That's highly unlikely. I am quite capable of being concerned and being aware of what needs to happen or of what my next step is likely going to be without holding on to all of this fear. All of this fear in my body. I wonder, can I let go of this fear 10%? Can I release 20%? Could I even release 50%? %50 of this fear. But I'll hold on to the other 50%. Wait a minute. I don't want that either. Maybe I can release it too. And I don't have to have any other answers. I don't have to try and force it to be replaced with something else. I can just agree to let it go and feel what it feels like to have an absence of that fear. Absence of fear. No more fear in my body. Releasing the fear. Letting it go. No more fear. No more fear in my body. I'll tune back into that space where you felt the fear before and the description. Has it changed? Is it gone? Even if there's a little bit left, I know how to release it now. And it's possible that I can become afraid again. That doesn't mean it's back. It came back. It's possible that I'll feel fear again. That's okay. I know I can release it. I accept that I can feel fear, and I accept that I can also release it. And I deeply and completely accept myself. Let's take a deep breath. Ooh. I wanted to open up big after that one. I think I must have worked out some things in that too. Okay. Okay, I am coming back to the chat. Oh, you're very welcome. And hi. Is it Bonnie Matthews? Hello. All right. Does anybody else have anything specific that they want to tap on? If you don't, or you don't want to put it in the chat, that's fine. I can just start selecting things. Okay, well, while we're waiting, I will tap on energy. That's a popular one. On having enough energy, not having enough energy, having too much energy. Okay, so let's tap on all of those beliefs surrounding energy. I see there's a few more comments, so I'll come to that in just a minute. We'll do a round or two on this, and I'll see what you've said. The energy of my body. Think about how you feel about the energy of your body right now. Are you happy with it? Are you dissatisfied? You know what? If you're happy with it, you can still tap. Tapping on positive things is fantastic because you are still communicating with your subconscious brain, and telling it that you like what you're seeing is a good thing. Everyone likes compliments. That includes your subconscious brain. You reinforce that, you still have a neuron strengthening connection. That's why EFT is very popular and successful in peak performance, not just in the releasing of trauma, even though that's what it's more known for, is trauma release. This energy in my body. However I feel about energy in my body right now, I deeply and completely accept myself. Accepting this energy. Even if I think it can be better. Accepting this energy. Even if I want it to change. The energy in my body. I wonder what keeps it from being exactly where I want it to be all the time. There's no shortage of answers there, is there? There's so much information on energy in the body. Food, sleep, exercise, stress. Ooh, well, which one is the right answer for me? How can I figure out one answer, just one answer, that will help me gain or sustain the energy that I want in my body? Energy in my body. This energy that I want. Well, surely I've experienced having this energy before. What was I doing? What did I do immediately before that? How did I get to that point? Go ahead and ask yourself that. When is the time when I really enjoyed how my energy was? What was I doing? For me, I immediately go to when I was having fun, when I was relaxed, and I pictured when I'm with other people. It's happened before by myself too, but it's more common for it to happen like when I'm with my daughter or when I'm with my friends and we're just laughing and enjoying each other. So here's a question. What am I not doing in that time of space when I had the energy I wanted? What am I not doing then that I tend to do otherwise? I know for me, I tend to be too serious. I tend to be serious and I think about problems to solve, which means I'm spending a lot of time thinking about problems. So maybe my answer, and hopefully you've got your answer too, is to allow more playtime, to pull more fun into what I'm doing. Yeah, I can do that. I can accept that energy into my life. And I deeply and completely accept myself. Okay, thank you for that little jaunt. Now, if you don't know why we say that phrase, I deeply and completely accept myself, um, I've got a video on that, but I'll go ahead and explain it next time. We're so close to the end of time now, I don't want to take up time for that. But just know that there's scientific backing for it. There are reasons. It's not a silly phrase. It has a way of interacting with the brain. So that's why that specific phrase is used. Okay. Sadness. Yeah. Yeah. I thought I didn't have anything to tap on today. I know. It always surprises me too. So I'm there with you on that whenever I tap and I'm like, "Oh, wow, look at all these things I found I wasn't aware of." Um okay, so I'm seeing fear turned into sadness, feeling really sad. Oh, you're very welcome. I am just going to butcher that. So I'm just going to say engineering artistry. Um, you're very welcome. Okay, so sadness is the other thing I'm seeing here. So let's close tapping on feeling sad. Okay. Now, if you're not feeling sad right now, don't step away from it. It's okay. It's not going to make you sad. It could relieve something that just may not be at the forefront of your mind right now. You could think of something um, that does make you sad when you encounter it, or you could think of, oh, the next time I'm sad. It doesn't create a negative connection in your brain if you tap on something that you're not currently experiencing. And if you've got another emotion you want to put in instead of sadness, you can do that too. Just substitute it in your mind. You can follow the tapping, and your brain will adjust it to what's perfect for you. Feeling sadness. Right now, I'm so aware of this sadness in my body. I'm aware of this sadness in my heart. I feel so sad. Even though I feel so incredibly sad right now, I will still choose to deeply and completely accept myself. Now, it was shared with us that this sadness is about a loss. Okay, so I'm gonna tap from that angle. This loss. This loss that I've experienced. This loss that has left me with this sadness in my body and in my heart. I miss them so much. I feel the sadness so deeply. When I think of my loss. My loss. My grief. This loss and grief in my body. What is the purpose of this sadness, of this loss, this feeling of grief? Well, it's because I love them so much. I love them so much and they're not here anymore. That's true. That's true. I don't like connecting with their memory and this feeling. I would really love to release this sadness and connect with everything else that I had of them. But if I release this sadness, will I not miss them? Am I saying that it doesn't bother me that they're gone? If I let go of the sadness, I'm afraid I'm letting go of them. This sadness that I hold on to. Sadness is a strong emotion, but so is love, so is joy. I wonder if I remember when I was connected to them in other ways. Could this feel different? Could I keep them in my heart in a space of love? Could I keep them in my heart in a space of joy? The moment where I lost them will always be painful. And I can't change that. But I have so many other moments that I can choose to connect with them and their memory instead. I can choose to remember, oh, the orneriness, the silliness, the lovely things. And it still may take time. And it's okay to take time. I can accept that I may feel sad to some degree for a while. It's just one of many emotions. It shows me how much they mattered. And that I know that I still care. But I can also remember now that it's okay for me to connect with them through these other emotions too. And I don't have to pick and choose. It's okay for me to feel more than one emotion at once. This sadness, and all my other emotions. With all of them, and my memories, I choose to deeply and completely accept myself. Okay, hands over the heart, let's breathe. Check the time really fast. Okay, we have just a short amount of time left. I hope that this has gone well as far as what you were looking for today, and that you feel fed, that you feel heard and seen and cared for. I really do think about all of you throughout my week, and hope to create a space for you to feel fed while we have this hour here together. So, yes, beloved kitties. Released a lot of tears. Good, good. Tears are a beautiful sign of release. Beautiful sign of release. That it's a positive thing to have that moving. So if I was there, I'd say get all the tears and all the snot on my shoulder. I'd just give you a big hug. Oh. Oh, thank you so much. I thank you for being here. I really appreciate connecting with you and spending this time together. It's makes what I do very meaningful for me. So I know how much tapping really helped me get out of a lot of past trauma, and a lot of what were present for me at the time, fears and perspectives that just really weren't working for me. And to be able to pay that forward and see it make a difference in the lives of your lives, it just makes my heart glow. So okay, good. Yay, Rose. I'm so glad that you feel much more relaxed. Okay, well, we're done. So I will be back next week. As always, I will be posting videos. I post every Tuesday and Friday. If there's any specific topic that you would like for me to go a little bit more in depth on, something more specific to you, and you would like a video on that, just message me. You can message me on any of the videos. I do track those myself on this video. You can also email me at amanda@eftuniverse.com. All right. I'll be thinking about you, and I'll see you next week. Mwah. Take care. Oh, okay, real quick. Where are your videos? They are on the EFT page. So this page, the YouTube EFT Universe page. If you go to, there's a playlist option, and it says Amanda's videos for the playlist. That's where all of my past ones are. If you subscribe to the channel and click on the little bell, you'll be notified of when those are loaded every Tuesday and Friday when they go live. So that's where you can find them. If you still aren't able to find it, let me know, email me, and I'll help you find it. Okay. Okay, bye. Oh, as soon as I figure out how to finish the live again. There we go.